San Diego Wave coming on back because, yes, that is true. Wait, what? That was in Texas several years ago. Food court had hamburgers.
This one had an indoor food court. Reminded me of
San Marcos has an indoor food court too.
So does El Centro, but again, El Centro, so kind of have to.
Yeah, it's the desert. It's hot out there.
Yeah. Shout out to Costco.
Shout out to the desert.
Shout out. I look down upon you, Sam's Club users. That I'll just that if I am just incredibly just hard-headed and stubborn about an ideal in this world and just saying you're wrong, I'm very open-minded. But Sam's Club is inferior to Costco. Okay. Period.
I've never been inside a Sam's Club.
I don't think
that sounds like some white people shit.
Speaking of clubs, San Diego Wave FC.
They played the first match of the Coachella Valley Invitational. 10:30 a.m. I drove out of my house around like 6:10. Got there a little bit early. Went to a Dutch Bros. Got some coffee. Got to see the beginning of this NWSL season for San Diego Wave. I believe they've played a preseason game technically, but that's all kind of secret and stuff. But it was a fun, interesting time. Like, here we go, San Diego Wave. It's new. It's weird. One of the first real times where it's like, man, Kaylin Sheridan's not here. It kind of hit me a little bit. I was like, whoa. Like, the goalkeeper room looks truly different. Like, seeing them warm up, it's like, no, Kaylin Sheridan, that's going to be a big deal to follow this year.
And that's true because Didi Heretic is the one that is the starting goalkeeper. And so a good preseason place to do all these things. That was a good time out there. Saw some sirens that also made the trip. I'm glad that the polo grounds are cleaned up from all the drug use from the concerts and pristine conditions out there. I think somebody mentioned that they were
what?
Picturesque
pitches.
Picturesque pitches.
Look at these. It's cool.
Wow. I mean, we went last year and it was really nice, and the weather wasn't horrible. So
luckily the rain didn't hit. It didn't hit until today because it would have been pretty bad if it was raining out there.
Very interesting. Yes, I did see that it was mentioned here by Felipe Caruso.
She was in like the stands there. Like she literally was in the actual stands talking to people and chatting it up. So there were a lot of if you're just like an NWSL person and want to see people just walking around, it's kind of crazy. Laura Harvey got a bunch of scouts. Casey Stoney was apparently there. I didn't see her.
This is also a tough first game. Like Casey Kern was the best team in the regular season last year. Like they were the best team by they secured the Shield halfway into the second part of the season.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Talking about Casey Stoney, she probably saw you and was like, I don't want to be seen by Abe. I don't want to be seen by that guy. In any case,
she said, as long as it's not Tony, I'm cool.
Yeah, she liked me.
Is there a question in there?
Got her fired, man.
Okay. But anyways, Kansas City is definitely a tough team. They were without some of their main pieces. We talked about Temwa Chowinga. Cora Bethune technically just announced as part of their team. That crazy blockbuster move. I don't think anybody was expecting that, and they also lost Claire Hutton. But one of the main things I think that you can tell that elite teams do, or at least really connected good teams do, is that they're very communicative, and you could hear that, especially here in the Coachella games. They're talking and they're doing this, but not just the players on the field, the bench and the coaching staff the whole time is let's go, just giving that positive reinforcement, but also saying you need to move back right here. This is the thing, and also it's preseason, so you're going to get a little bit more of that kind of coaching up. But they have a new coach with Chris Armas and Latko Andonovski moving back technically into the bleachers. I was sitting right near him, which is kind of crazy. There was two little kids that sat right behind him and were freaking out. There, oh my gosh,
there he is,
yeah.
Latko.
They took I saw them take a creepy soccer picture behind him. It was kind of funny, but I think Kansas City is still going to be a pretty solid team, but they have, I don't want to say a problem at striker, but they definitely need Temwa Chowinga to be their striker, and if not, there's going to be some trouble. I mean, Kira Caruso was brought on as a trialist / non-roster invitee, so that kind of says a lot considering where Kira Caruso was last year. San Diego Wave decided we don't even want her, and Kansas City was well, we could use a player like that, which is it's like night and day. Like I think Chiva probably would have said she doesn't even belong in the NWSL, right?
No, she does not. Still, no.
But you were like, oh, Adriana Leon, that's my guy. That's my player to
she
watch.
Was also bad. Was she there?
Okay, so if any Sirens are still watching in the chat, please let me know if you guys talked to her or saw her, because I don't think I saw Adriana Leon yesterday at this game, which was interesting because Kenzad Ali didn't play, but I did see her.
Mm-hmm.
So that was interesting. Like, what if Adriana Leon's not here? What is happening? Is she gone? Like, what's that move looking like? Because Ludmila is the starting striker
for sure.
It's not even a question anymore. Like, she is really, really good. She didn't even touch the ball that much, but you could tell Kansas City kind of feared her, and she's like just so fast and on a counterattack. If they can get the ball to her, I could already like close my eyes and see Kenzad Ali sending like a super long ball down to Ludmila, and she'll just like completely like embarrass a defender or two and then score a goal. Like, she's a really good player, and it's something that the Wave have been like desperately needing. It's just like a striker that you can just like other teams should fear. They've really, really needed that. So it's a big upgrade in that regard. But maybe other teams aren't going to be as worried if without the Delphine Cascarino. But so far, like, I think just one game, way too early reaction, no context of the rest of the NWSL season. Like, Wave might have upgraded on offense, even with the loss of Delphine Cascarino, which is crazy.
Yeah. A couple of people saying here that they didn't see Leon. Brad Fitzpatrick says that Leon had posted a recent picture of her being in San Diego. Maybe she has a knock and didn't make the trip. But again, that's very
Chucky
Lozano-esque too.
Trinity Armstrong was there, and she has a season-ending injury.
Yeah, significant. Yeah, very true. That's a good point. But the big thing, and we'll get to it too, the big rumor is Kat Mercario kind of moving into San Diego Wave FC verse.
What do you think, Chiva? You look at me like you know something.
Yeah, because like just 2 weeks ago, you were like, yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. Well, like, I don't see that happening.
Okay.
And the sources, according to Jeff Kasuf and Emily
Kale. That's a hard name. I wasn't sure how to pronounce that one either. It's English, so it's like Kale or something.
I'm just going to say, anytime our boy Jeff drops something, 95% of the time it happens.
Okay,
that's all I'm gonna say. Jeff is a very reliable dude.
Yeah, Jeff Kasuf of ESPN is pretty on it with this stuff. But this Kat Mercario move is kind of like pretty interesting because like almost throughout this whole process, stuff has been leaking and
everywhere.
Sources and stuff. So even when it's like, okay, she didn't sign an extension. Okay, she has an offer from Barcelona. Okay, apparently Barcelona, she rejected the Barcelona offer. Okay, apparently Spanish journalists are saying Barcelona never sent her an offer.
Yeah.
Okay, now she has NWSL interest. Okay, Bay FC are in the mix.
And then
okay, San Diego Wave are the front runner. We've been hearing a lot from this Kat Mercario story. Is this because she's such a huge player and it's going to make a huge impact on NWSL team? Maybe, but is this also maybe just a little bit of a leaky
agents,
leaky clubs, they want stuff to happen, bidding wars.
So many people want this player.
Is she going to end up just going back to Europe? Does she really want to make the move to the NWSL? I think she probably does.
You don't even have to lie to her. You can just say, hey, we're practice where you practice growing up.
That's true.
How great is that? Come on back to your stomping ground.
You know what it's like. You've seen it. You've smelled it. You've driven it. You've lived it.
You know you want to live back in San Diego.
Yeah, your family
is wild.
What?
Smelled it is wild, but yeah.
Yeah, sometimes it smells out there.
Some places in San Diego have a smell.
Yeah, Chula Vista.
Yeah.
Imperial Beach.
But
I mean, sure, I don't claim Imperial Beach.
I do think I think it's a good chance that she could sign with the Wave, but I don't think the story's done yet at all. I think there's still bidding wars happening behind the scenes. I think there's more stuff that's going to be coming out.
I think the Wave play this first half of the season before the summer break is going to have a lot to do with it. I think Mercario's going to see Wave playing and she go, this looks good. I want to play in this system. I want to play in this team. Or if they're absolutely garbage and they're dead bottom of the table.
That's a good point.
That's you know what?
I could go to
I'd rather
Kansas
stay
City.
on the
I could
bench
go,
here at Chelsea.
or not even that. It's just like, hey, man, there's other NWSL offers.
100%.
I could go to Washington. I could go to Orlando. I could go to Gotham. Like, there's.
I don't know if Washington can afford her. But.
Well, they just lost Corey Bethune, so technically they can. And high impact players, it's weird. So there's a lot of options out there for Kat Macario. Angel City, she would fit so well on Angel City, but I don't think that happened. But San Diego is probably the most likely option, as Jeff Kassouf said. But I think it's important for us to acknowledge that there are horses in Coachella, and you can hold them. Hold your horses. That didn't work. I thought that would work better. Hold your horses, everyone.
I like picturesque better.
Yeah, but I do think it's likely, but nothing's completely complete.
Well, what could Kat Macario do about this then?
It's one of the better deliveries of the bunch. Gets around and somehow squeaks in
goal
for a KC equalizer.
Not gonna lie, I've seen Caitlin Sheridan fuck up like that too.
Taking credit, or at least proper celebrations. For
I don't think the
Jones,
absence of Caitlin Sheridan is gonna play that big of an impact in the back line, as some people may think.
With Kennedy Wesley back there and Kristen McNabb still holding it down, I kind of tend to agree. But for any time I've talked to another NWSL person about the move, and it's like, oh yeah, well, Didi Heritage is going to take over in that spot. They're always like, ooh. And it's like, really? Like, a lot of people are really kind of like, they just don't believe in Didi Heritage as a starter.
Yeah.
And from what I've seen, I think it's not that much of it's a difference from Caitlin Sheridan, but it's not like a ginormous gap between the two.
Correct.
So I think that's why the Wave made that decision. It's like, hey man, we're saving money. You're able to sign a player like Ludmila, maybe even bring in a Kat Macario. So maybe that's the move. And I kind of agree with you. It's not gonna.
There was a big hubbub about the competition in the goalkeepers room as well for San Diego Wave. So, and question: how long is Didi going to remain the number one keeper? Because there is a new goalkeeper, Colombian international young player.
But she doesn't have her visa yet, so it's not
kind of hard to get a visa right now.
Yeah, it is. It's really messed up.
Because the government here sucks and has faced a lot of that.
She's
no idea.
Yeah,
especially if you're from a Latin American country like Colombia.
Half century wouldn't know. It was. Let me tell you guys. I crossed for the first time. Incredible. I scanned my little thing. I came up to the little what is it, casilla, where the border patrol agent is, and he's gonna ask you questions, right?
No questions.
So he's like,
have a good one.
He didn't even look at it. He just waved me through. Like I didn't even get questioned. He didn't even look at me, and he's just like, go.
It's nice.
It was one of the coolest things I've ever done. In any case,
cross once a week with my Sentry when I was going to school as a kid, because you're technically not supposed to be able to go to school and have a Sentry. So Fridays.
So this country allowed you in to have those things. Okay.
What? I don't know either. Sometimes
we're just like, what?
Yeah, tiene hambre el compa.
Too much steak. Kiki Pickett also playing at right back. I think that was kind of surprising.
Because there's no right backs.
That's also true. I guess
who else?
She's slotting in there. I thought maybe I was thinking maybe Kristen McNabb moves over. They would have let Daniela Arias truly take over the center back spot. Unfortunately, I don't think that's in the future for Daniela Arias this season. It looks like it's still going to be another McNabb Wesley center back duo.
You like what you saw from her?
I did. She came on, and I'm thinking like the 60th minute this time, and actually had some moments, got some like good clearances. I think maybe not as like much moving the ball up the field, but at that point they weren't really like doing that and like high pressing, and they had a lot of the other like reserve players on, so it looked a lot different. But I think she's a pretty solid option, but seems like they're not going to really need it. Maybe they will now without a Trinity Armstrong, right?
I mean, yeah, they're going to have to, and the player's already there, right? So, easy fix, but I don't know what Jonas has in mind. Were you able to ask Jonas some questions?
Yeah, I think this is me asking him the questions.
All right.
It was a little awkward. I don't know. It's
Why?
game one. I was the only one talking to him in the press conference before. And
the day before. Yeah.
So it was just kind of like, hey man, so talk to me about these players. And it's like, oh yeah, here's Leo. Here we have Ludmila. She's dynamic, and I don't have a good Jonas Eidevall right now.
Yes,
do you guys have a good?
I need to hear it first, and then I can like zero in on it. But Ludmila is
excellent.
Is excellent.
You got
excellent.
Extra on the little T's, right?
Excellent.
Mm-hmm. I can't. I'm not even gonna try. Like,
As I said to the team, I think it was a good first step. It's great for us to play a team that really brings the intensity to the pitch, like Kansas is doing. So the ideas that we're trying to accomplish really gets tested in a good environment. So it was good to see how the team was learning.
no, I was gonna tell you something.
That's my microphone, by the way. Not my hand, but that's my microphone.
Got it.
Okay.
During the game.
By the way, zooming in does not improve the audio.
I don't know.
That it's not going to be a perfect game. There's going to be lots of learnings from that, and there was, and we're happy with that. And now we have a really good week to looking forward to put those learnings into practice.
There were a lot of learnings and to put into practice. But again, very elementary discussions for a team that's played one public preseason match. We're coming back together. We saw Jonas and his implementation last year, right? Last year, he had this big campaign to not immediately implement his style of Jonas ball, but he needed the players to be fit enough to be able to be integrated into a certain style in the way that they wanted to play. And so half of the season was focused on these players' fitness and these players being at the level that he needed them to be in order to move forward.
And that was when they were at their best.
It was. It 100% was. And so then you're kind of like, okay, then what happened, right? Did they run out of steam? And then they couldn't really execute that style as well. And when you're learning the style, you're presenting flashes of it. The other coaches have film on that, so they can see the direction that this style is going to lead. So then they can anticipate some things. Not that they did. It was just kind of floundering for a bit. They still made playoffs. It was still a successful season, especially bouncing back from the worst possible year that they had the year before Jonas with Paul Buckle. Greatest.
I mean, Landon said the same thing, that this team wasn't fit
True.
to play the style.
Yeah.
So.
And here they are now. So any takeaways from this that you took that were no?
Not really.
It's preseason. It's the basic answers that you're gonna get. Like, it's the first game. Like, I like what we saw. We're gonna work on some stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
and I didn't really feel like I needed to ask about any goalkeeper battles or positional battles, just because like I looked at the lineup. I was like, this is probably pretty close to what we'll see opening time. Like, probably Kenza Dali is gonna be taking one of the midfielder spots, but other than that, that's probably the starting 11.
Captain Kenza or Captain Wesley?
Captain Wesley.
Captain Wesley. Okay.
He did mention it was like either Kenza or Kennedy. That's who he kind of described as the two main leaders on the team.
They're both captains, but
SanDiego's.
only one can wear the armband, and it's going to be Wesley.
Yeah. I asked the Denver coach kind of about the leadership thing, and he was like, we have like 6 captains. I was like, okay.
Oh,
man.
okay.
Like,
All right.
It's a good problem to have.
Well, if 4 of them get sent off, the game's over. No, it's 5.
yeah. Well, to me, it's like we have 6 captains, but when Lindsay Horan comes, she gets the captains.
Who?
Lindsay Heaps.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. That's
my bad.
We cover NWSL here, like
I genuinely saw a Denver shirt with that said Horan on it. Like somebody self-made a Horan shirt, which is cool because it's like they haven't even played a game and you're already like, they're like, nah, I'm not calling her by that like, GM's name.
No.
Sporting director. Sorry.
Naya Harrison looked good as well. Good to meet her. Get my Filipino vibes with her. Hoping she makes the Philippine national team, which is very possible. Very true. Salamat po.
Yeah. My bad. Lindsay Heaps.
You can check out your writing, Abe. Way too early takeaways from one game of the Coachella Valley Invitational, where you give insights onto not just the San Diego Wave But you also give insights into the other games that you saw there, other teams. Go ahead and check it out. All for 11.
Yeah.
Baby boys flying away.
Picturesque pitches. It was
you added. I had to like one of your lines is, and I paused when I read it.
bona fide starting 11. That one I was a little bit annoyed by myself. I was like, should I say something like that?
But despite the picturesque pitches, no. Okay, don't. I'm not gonna read it for you. Go read it. Go check it out. Abe here.
Yeah, I had a lot of. Yeah, if you read any part of it, check out my thoughts on the Denver game, because I thought that was the most entertaining game. Like Denver and Utah already rivalry said andaban peleando. Like it was cool. Like they were just like they were talking crap. Utah was like pissed the whole game. Like that's freaking 26 all the time making that like foul. Blah blah blah. Player had to like come off because she got like hit in the foot from Utah, and then like 10 minutes after that, like another player got smacked in the face. That's like blocking. Because it's gonna be a cool little cheeky little rivalry just because they're both in the mountains, and like you guys are freaking fighting in this preseason. Like why is it so physical? But it was fun to watch.
The altitude, the Alpine
Alpine altitude cup action.
Triple A. Heck yeah.
AAA.
When are new kids coming? Well, it's probably going to be closer to the home opener, March 14th.
February 26th.
February 26th is going to be when the launch party will be for those new kits, which, look, by standards of San Diego outdoor soccer teams, other than San Diego Loyal, and since their demise, San Diego Wave has been stepping up, and they're next in line for kit designs if you're into that kind of things. So, yeah. Luisa Agudillo's friends already leaked.
Did they? I haven't. We should check that out.
We should check that out, actually. March 14th, that is 3/14. That is Pi Day. Season's greetings to everybody joining us here at the tail end of the episode.
That's the day that Tony is planning on surfing.
Yeah,
losing his prediction bet.
Well, I mean, I have honor, and I want to make sure to honor that. And if that's the date that we set, then we can go ahead and do that. But if I can maybe mirror something that my companion would like to do and just back out from that too, I might not do that.
Out of anything, I just can't do it that day anymore.
Well, maybe I can't do it that day anymore, man. I'm
That's
sorry.
fine. Just select the day that you can, and select the day that I can.
When can you?
I have to look at the calendar, and then we'll make a date.
Heard it's sand colored. All right, I'm waiting here in the background for some links, perhaps, to this. We're gonna do some digging in the back for some of this, but for San Diego Wave, that is when they will go ahead and have their season for sure. At the end of the day, very interesting. Shout out to the Sirens who made it up there. There's no need for poor Tanya to have her recording device going all for it, but yeah. Oh, you want me to share Abe's article? I thought you had the article for. I thought you had the link for the leaks.
Mm-hmm.
You looking for it?
The link from my thing. I'll put it.
We'll find it for that here later in the day. Anyway, with that said, anything else for San Diego Wave, Abe?
No, I think that's about it. It's gonna be a fun NWSL season. I'm excited for it. It's every team's kind of a little bit different, and I think the Wave are kind of committed to their identity. And if it works out, then it works out, and not, then we'll have a lot more interesting things to talk about. Think Jonas stays if they kind of suck this year? Probably not, right?
No.
Where do they go after that?
Where do they go?
Another coach?
Bring back the interim coaches and just have everybody.
I think Landon, after the World Cup, I think Landon Donovan's like immediately getting back into coaching.
I think he's making more as a podcaster.
I know, but he's making all the money as a podcaster now. But once he's like over being like the media person, he's like, all right, I'm going to go back to coaching because it's easier or more fun for him, it seems.
Well, my personal friend.
Hi, Tony. Nice to hear your voice again. It's been a while. Hi, Tony.
Got himself a whole Turkish makeover to be on the media side of things. So
that's true. If you're like back in coaching, every single one of your players is making fun of you for that, right?
I would hope so.
Yeah,
I would hope so. For sure. But all
It
right.
looks weird.
It's weird because his whole playing career he was kind of balding too. So to see him with hair now is like, what? You didn't even have hair when you were young. Like, it's a little bit thing to get used to. But I mean, if it helps your personal confidence and that's a thing you feel you need to do, then I think people should be allowed to express themselves in that way.
Express yourself. I agree. All right. Anything else? San Diego FC at this point? No.
Keep an eye on our socials and YouTube with sound from media availability on Thursday.
Jueves.
And a lot of soccer stuff this week still. So